Hi everybody, how you doing today? Yep, you're not gonna see my face today. Just because I just want to get started on this project I have. I'm continuing on my daughter's, oh, that's not what I want, darn it. My daughter's baby journal. So I just want to start out. If you have with this prayer, it's these cards from Dollar Tree, and it's today's prayers. It says, if you have the faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. And that comes from Matthew 17:20. So I thought that was appropriate to get things started here. Let me get in the chat before. All right. I'm in the chat. Say hello. Give me a thumbs up, please. Share this out if you would, please. I'm trying to get to, my goal is 950 by Christmas, and I have 919 now, so that is I need 31 more subscribers by Christmas. I can do it. So I wanted to show you this. So remember last week I tried to make this hidden paper clip and I messed it up royally. Well, I finally figured it out, and I think I'll show you how I did that. Yeah. So I need to get me some scraps, and my scraps is across the room, but we'll still go ahead and do that. Hang on. How's everybody doing today? What'd you have for lunch? I had potato soup. My daughter came over Saturday, and oh, I don't want to use that. Hang on, everybody. Here's my scrap box. All right. Let me just get a little bit of something here. A little bit of stability to it. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too bright. Something that this will work. Yeah, I was not feeling good Saturday, so I postponed, or I canceled my live. But I'll leave that right there. So what you need first is something. You could use regular paper, but I want to use something a little bit more stable, a little bit more hefty than paper. So I'm using this, I just call it a heavy cardstock. Sorry about my reach there. Can everybody hear me okay? Turn my volume up here. All right. Had to go to a visitation today. Well, I didn't have to, but lady passed away that was member of our church, and Courtney had taken care of her. So, and we were neighbors with her years ago. So I felt like I needed to go, and I'm glad I did. Our pastor did the graveside service. They didn't have visitation or anything. So I think they kind of did for the family, but there's my paper clip. That's how I'm going to start out. I just folded that piece of paper in half and put that paper clip over there. So this is where this is going to tuck in like that. So I'm just getting this ready. This is what I want to work with today. Just cutting this excess off. This is some more of the same thing, this kind of thick. It's not really, yeah, I guess it would be cardstock. I don't know. Hello, Shay Wright. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Okay, this is my paper punch. So I'm gonna, you can see there kind of, yeah, where it's like a ticket. So this is what I do to make it look like a ticket. I go in there. That thing is casting a shadow. So, like that. Don't want to go too far in. Just, yep, that's about right. And about right there. And then on the corners, just want to take a little bit off. Yep, these are tricks to make these pieces of paper. You can do this with anything. You don't have to have these, I like a template, kind of. I've made tickets like this. Of course, that's a pre-made ticket, and these all are too, but I made these myself. I just made them out of like a thing out of a planner or something. Yes, I do, Shay Wright. Let me put it in the chat here for you. I think this is it. Yo. You type it in and you'll get the gist. Should go right to it. Yeah, the visitation I had to go to was very cold. And there was somebody. Sure you can, Shay. That would be great. Yeah, so these are just, I think this is just a piece of paper I had. But these were like an old, like a divider I had in a planner or something. And I just put on there with a Sharpie, and yeah, you can see the back. Of course, I'll have those covered up. But yeah, I just, I'm like, that's really neat. So I'm making a hidden paper clip. So I started out with this, and then I got my ticket here. I'm going to fold it in half, hopefully. Yeah, I got it just a little bit off, but that's okay. I haven't, it's wanting to slide on me. And I haven't folded it completely. We'll get down there a little bit. See how that does. That's good. Well, it's still a little off. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. What'd you have for lunch, Shay? Have you had lunch yet? I had potato soup. It was good. It's leftover. I had chili yesterday, and I'm like, I don't want that again. So I'm going to put this in here. This is a little big. I could. Last time I used a big paper clip and it was too big for my liking. It's just a little bit. Well, that one isn't though. Let me try something. Get on camera here. Try to fold this in half. That little paper clip is too little for my ticket I want to make. We'll see how this does. This paper doesn't necessarily matter here. At least get it on there. It's got to be. I may not. Yeah, that's good. All right, that's good. Cut the extra off there. As things go flying. So, yeah, not too much planned this week. I got, I was going to take tomorrow off until my, till my manager said, oh, you can take it off, that's no problem, but you have to use your vacation day because I wouldn't get paid for my holiday pay. So I decided not to take tomorrow off. And the reason I was taking it off was to go pick up my grandson, but now his dad is bringing him to my daughter's, so I don't have to worry about that. So it worked out for the best. So now what I'm going to do, what I'm doing is putting glue on this and stay in there. And then I'm going to put the glue side down. That paper that is going to be in there, I could have made that a little bit wider, but that's okay. It'll work. And then I'm going to glue this really good. And the last time I was trying to glue the ticket together. That's what I did with this one, but it didn't completely glue. I figured it out, but I don't like the way that is. But anyway, it'll work. It'll still work. Just got to get it in there the right way between the two blue ones right there. So now I'm going to quit gabbing here and get this glued on here. And the whole purpose of it is a hidden paper clip. Now, I've seen ladies that I follow have there's so many different ways out there to make them. And there's complicated ones. I found this to be easy. Now, there's one lady, she just folds over and she just folds a piece of paper over and she goes on with it. And she just uses scrap paper or anything, which that's fine. Now I got to make sure I did this right. I think I did. Pretty sure. Yep. And there we go. We have your paper, hidden paper clip. Now I'm going to put this in. It's not quite dry yet, but that's okay. I'm going to put this in my daughter's baby journal for her baby coming in December. It's getting really close, so I got to get going on this journal. This is all the papers I want to put in it. So I want to get my blue ink out here. This is my little, I bought these little distressed inks because I wasn't for sure if I was going to like junk journaling. And I'm like, I'll just get these little ones. I like them. But the big ones I got, my daughter got this for me last year. It's Distressed Oxide. It's basically the same. There's a little bit of difference to it, and that's the bigger ones. So, but these will last me a while. And my lady from Florida, she was saying if they get dried out to squirt a little water in there. And I haven't had to do that yet, but I'm sure there's going to come a time. So I would normally put brown on the edges to make things look antique, but since this is already brown and it's going in a blue journal, no, my daughter isn't having a boy. Her favorite color is blue, so I'll throw some pinks in there. But I thought this would be neat if I outlined it in blue. So yeah, you don't have to always, that ain't gonna show up because that's a darker, but that one, and then I'm gonna do this one. This is just finger painting thing from Temu. I got several of them, and I think I got 2 packs, and I think I got 15. So instead of, I only got 4 of these, so instead of, I think I've got all of those used, and I can just take that off. That's just Velcro in there, and switch them around. But I thought, well, I can just use these, because I've seen other ladies using other stuff. They use makeup things, and I'm like, these will work. They're little sponge things on there. And I've got enough of them where I can use all my colors. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 colors, 9 counting my vintage photo. So yeah, that's really neat. I originally got these for Henry, and I'm like, oh, those will be neat to have him to finger paint, because was it last weekend or the weekend before? I had him finger painting, and he was shaking his finger. I mean, he wasn't getting the paint all over because I did it redneck way. I just let him put his finger in the water, and then the water paints. There was a recipe online for finger paints, and oh my gosh, you had to cook it, and it was just ingredients that I had, but then you had to let it cool, and I'm like, I didn't make it ahead of time, and I'm like, oh Lord, Henry won't want to wait to let it cool. So, oh, these are the ones I made last week. You know what? These are just little journaling cards. And I put this pretty paper, that's not coming out. I'll have to get more ink. Anyway, I inked that in blue. But these were these playing cards, and I just backed them with these heavy cardstock, and then put some paper on that so that can be a little journaling spot. And I was going to get a journal out to show you how you can use these, because I had a question last week and I didn't get them out. I didn't get a journal out. Those are going to be a little bit big. I printed some of these. Oh, these will be, I think I'm going to make, those will be nice. My internet's messing up. Let me, oh, that's one. Yeah, I think I was going to make one more. Where was those that I cut out? Cut those from. I think maybe, yeah, I did. I already cut these out, but there isn't, these are different colors. That's kind of pretty. I'm going to use these. They look more blue. I'm going to set this aside, and I'll make 4 of these, and then that should be enough. And let's see. we'll just go with this one. It's easy enough. Right here on the corner. I'll try to cut straight. So, what's your plans for Thanksgiving, Shay? I'm going to my sister. She lives about 20 miles from me. Pretty excited. Kind of melancholy, though, because this will be the first holiday without her son. She lost her son, my nephew, back in August to a brain tumor. And it was just devastating for all of us. I think they were prepared, maybe. No, I don't think you're ever prepared for something like that. And it was just, it was heartbreaking, to say the least. He was only 33. And, had his whole life ahead of him, had a wonderful, wonderful career. Was not married, did not have any kids. So I think that was a blessing. Somebody say, well, why you say that? And well, wouldn't it be devastating to leave kids and a wife behind, or even a husband? I know. Hey, one of a kind, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Riza. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So, yeah, it's just, but it'll be good. It'll be good to have everybody together again. I don't think we've been together since the funeral visitation. So, yeah, it'll be good to get everybody together again, and I'm sure there'll be some tears. Last Wednesday we went out for my mom's birthday, and there was some tears. My sister showed me the headstone they got for my nephew, and all I could say was, it's nice, it's nice. My daughter, and to my daughter, and my sister says, you can say something other than it's nice, Colleen. I just couldn't. It's still fresh, still real fresh in my memory, and it will be for a long time. I'm trying to find, I just had that this morning, because I'm looking at it, and I was like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm trying to find my nail file to rough this up. Oh, well, I've glued these before without roughing them up. I was doing that last week. I'm trying to move forward on this. I'm just going to make this one last card. I did this last week. Now, I didn't go... There's one day last week I didn't go live. I didn't go live Saturday because I was not feeling good. I had an upset stomach, and yeah, just wasn't. Hey, Butter Roll. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. So I'm making some more of these journaling cards. And somebody asked me last week, well, I've seen other people make them. What's the purpose of them? And they're just like little decoration. I think I'm going to put something. But I made these. I put writing paper on them, my tea-dye writing paper. And you can write a little, like, today was really great. We went to the park. Whatever, you know. You can write whatever on there. Or maybe have this tucked in a spot with a picture, and describe what's on the picture or whatever. You know, it's whatever you want to. But I put this cardstock on there. This is what this was. And I cut them down and made them real nice. Kind of. I see some white here. I don't want white showing. Cut off a little bit more. That's all right. So that's what I'm doing here. Got this glued on, so I'm just cutting this extra off. Had to go to a visitation today. pretty good friend of mine passed away. She was our former neighbor, and then she joined our church, and I was so happy to see her, and I always went over and talked to her in church. And then she hadn't been there for quite a while, and we were kind of concerned. And we asked her friend, because she always came with a friend, and she said, well, and her friend wouldn't say. So lo and behold, she ended up where Cece works. My daughter, Courtney, she works in an Alzheimer's unit, and that's all they have there where she works. And she wasn't there very long, and she passed away the other day. So that's the visitation that me and Cece went to today. Now, I can't remember if I did the medium one or the small one last week. Oh, if I get it in there. Not wanting to cut. Let me try the medium one. Let me do this and see how it turns out. Well, let me do it on this paper. You'd think I'd have paper around here, wouldn't you? Yes, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate everybody coming in here. Let me double this up. This is old. I found this pad. Yeah, I think it was the medium one. It's like, yeah. No? That looks small. It was like Post-it notes, and I put it in my pocket, and I brought it home, and I washed it. But I'm like, I still can use that for scrap paper. Yeah, I think it was the small that I was using. Yes. I don't think this is, no, because it's already semi-rounded. I was just kind of refining it, but that's all right. I'm going to leave it like that. Now, these two, do I want to cover those or leave them like that? I think I might leave them because I'm using them because they're blue. My daughter's favorite color is blue. I'm making her a baby journal to journal all of her baby stuff in. So this is just stuff that goes in there. There's 4 of those. I think those will be good. I made these hidden paper clips. There's paper clips in there, and I might have made a mistake by not rounding those corners, but that'll be tricky. Oh well, that'll work. I think it'll work. Yeah. And there is your hidden paper clip. There's a paper clip in there. And then I made this one. I kind of messed up. I finally figured it out, and I'm like, I'm going to show them on camera today that I finally figured it out. I didn't totally mess it up. And there's that one. And I edged it with my blue ink. So is everybody ready for Turkey Day? I got to make a 7-layer salad. That's not going to be long enough, is it? Nope. My famous 7-layer salad. A gal asked me at work the other day what was they said, if Colleen was going, what would she make? And I said, 7-layer salad. And she goes, your family can't do without. And I said, 7-layer salad. I mean, they have done without, but they like when I make my 7-layer salad. So that's what I'm going to be taking Thanksgiving. My sister asked me, she goes, I said, what do you want me to bring? And she goes, I don't know. What do you want? What do you want to bring? And I'm like, 7-layer salad and pumpkin pie. She goes, okay. Well, now, Courtney is going. for a while there, we didn't think she was going to be able to go. But now she's going. She's working a night shift that night, so... and I'll have my grandson overnight, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to find a blue. There's a blue one. That'll be a neat hidden paper clip. Now, why am I making another hidden paper clip? Oh, well. Something to do on live. I got about 29 more minutes on live to go on my live, and then I have to go and get some stuff ready for work. I don't have to pick up Cece today because, no, I don't want April because she's off work today. I want a blue, something blue, something blue. Let's just keep going here. That's blue. I don't know, these are like little Victorian little card things I got from Temu. Victoria. Let's see. Let's find another blue one. Not that. It's for a baby book, so I don't know. That's neat. Washington, D.C. there in the background. Yeah, I know. One of a kind. It's going to be hard for us to, I think we'll do okay, though. How about that one? That's a blue one. There's another blue one. I'm just grateful to be around the family and spend time with my family, that they're not across the country and we don't have to travel too far, and yeah, all that good stuff. All right, my neighbor's honking. I don't know if you heard that in the background. There's always something going on in this neighborhood. So I think I'll use those two. Those are pretty. Let's see, what's that say? Yeah, I'll use those two. So it works better if you fold something. Like these tickets, I folded in half. But we'll see how this, I've made these before and not folded anything. So I think it will work. Get back in there. I can also, let me round the corners on these. I'll do the small one. One separate, kind of thick with them together. I'm just going to round those, the bottom corners. That will be the bottom corners. This is a handy little gadget I ordered from Amazon. I saw one of my gals have this, and I'm like, oh, because it has small, medium, and large. Can you see that? There you go. And yeah, and then the paper fills up down there, and you just pop that off and empty it out. And that's really nice. And I got a couple other ones that are they're just one size, but this is really nice because it's all here in one, and if I lose this, I freak out. So that's really handy to have. So now we got this. Your paper clip, it's on a little thing here. And I'm gonna before I do that, I'm going to round these because I didn't in that, and I think I made a mistake by not rounding them. Oh, it's too thick. It don't want to punch it. And I would like to get, there's one, it looks like pliers, and I would like to get that. That goes through cardboard, and they call it chipboard. It's a heavier, kind of like a thick cardboard. Let me see how that looks. Not too bad. I want to kind of refine these. I didn't get this very good. There, that'll be better. That'll be better. Does everybody have their Christmas shopping done? Does anybody have it even started? I have mine started. I have a Christmas club that I do every year, and that is, for years my friend says, Colleen, start a Christmas club, because I have 3 daughters, and it's really took a toll on me to try to buy everything November, December for them. I am going to put a piece of paper in there, and I'm going to use this. And yeah, it really took a toll on my to get them all Christmas. And she said, start a Christmas club. For years she was telling me this. So I finally did. And I'm like, why didn't I listen to her before? Because it was such a blessing. And now my Christmas club, it gets taken out of my check and goes to my Christmas savings every time I get paid, and I don't miss that money. So if you all struggle with finances like that, like I do, I think I always will. I don't know. Let's see, do I want to do that? Yeah. So, yeah, I struggle. I'm not very good at budgeting. And so that Christmas club really helps me out, because once you put it in there, you can't draw it out until like November. You can't transfer money. I mean, you can transfer money into the account, but you can't. Oops, I almost did that wrong. You can't draw it out, like to pay a bill or whatever. And that, for me, that's really good. Because like I said, I'm not very good with my finances. All right, I'm just putting that because these I just folded in half and had that. I just think it's better when you have your paper folded, because you can't see the paper clip, which that's how it's supposed to be, a hidden paper clip. So now, got my paper clip in there. Do I want to... All right, we're going to go ahead and glue it. And also, she told me, Colleen, buy stuff throughout the year. Get it on sale and throw it in a tote. She goes, that's how I used to do when my kids, her kids are older than mine. Well, one of them's, I think, the same. Yeah, her youngest is the same age as my oldest. So she said, yeah, I'll throw it in a tote each year and throughout the year. And then December, you'll have it. And one year I did that, and oh my gosh, I think it was the best Christmas my girls had. I was living with a guy at the time, and I had them in totes, and had them in my bedroom downstairs. Their bedrooms were upstairs, and I said, bring me a tote. And so I wrapped, and I said, bring me another one. And it seemed like I wrapped for 4 hours. And I go, are we done yet? He goes, you got another tote down there. So that was a good Christmas for the girls. That worked out really good. But now I really can't do, I mean, I can do that. I do it for my grandson, but I didn't this year, but I did in the past. And I really like ordering stuff online. Yeah, gift cards is good. So it's hard to get for my girls. My daughter, my youngest daughter, asked us back in October what we wanted for Christmas. She goes, I need Christmas list. So she got started with everybody. I think she might be about done. Yeah, I think gift cards are good because just trying to see if that's where I want it to be, and it is. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry. See how many more minutes we got. We got about 18 more minutes. So let's dive into this and see what I got here, see what I can work on. I need to be getting this together. December 12th, which is her due date. I think I'm going to redo this and cover it in blue paper. That's an awful cute. Maybe I'll cover it in this washi tape. I never did get this started. I see they got it. Oh, now I got it started. Yeah, they had it with a little piece of, and I had, oh, that's different. I might just do it like that. Cover that with washi tape. And voila, you got a pink and blue envelope, but the back would be kind of tricky. I think I'll just go ahead and do that anyway and not worry about the back. What am I going to put in this tiny envelope, you ask? I don't know. I just thought it was cute when I made it. I was watching a lady online. She goes, get you some scrap paper and craft along with me. So I did. I was sitting out in the living room watching it on TV, and I just grabbed some scrap paper and went to town. You know, I could line that up. I could. But I'm not going to. I was watching a lady last night do a really easy project, and I'm like, oh, I could do that for my daughter's baby journal. I'm watching it on TV. I don't have the right, it's cardstock like this, but I don't have the right pattern on. I have paper, but I think it needs a little, because it's like a little folio, like it folds 3 times and it's got little 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets in it. So I might attempt that oh yeah, I won't be live Thursday because of course that's Thanksgiving, and I probably, maybe I'll be here at 1, no, I won't be here at 1:30. I'll still be over at my sister's because my daughter has to work at night. So I'm sure we won't be over there too late because my daughter has to work at night, 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, that's an easy way to make the color you want. I wanted it blue and pink for the little girl. I'm going to have to run some more papers off. I'm just throwing things in here that I'm going to put in the journal. Oh, I made this last week when when my grandson was finger painting. He just finger painted with water. My brush was falling apart with watercolors, and I just started playing with the brush when he was done. He goes, "Oh, Nini, that's pretty." I'm like, "Thanks." I'm like, gosh, brush was falling apart. Cheap one from Dollar Tree. Imagine that. Anyway, I thought that was really pretty. I'm going to put that in the journal. Hey, custom screen printing. Welcome. So yeah, I might put a regular piece of like writing paper on there. I'm running out of my writing paper, my tea dye writing paper. Let me see what I got here. Oh, I really am running out of paper. Let me see. I did some coffee dye. I don't think oh yeah. This is not intense as the be a little bit smaller, but that has the design on it. Oh, that's okay. Screen printing. That's okay. I'm making a baby journal for my daughter. And this is what I do usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays is make stuff for journals. Let me see what I got. I got some more coffee dye here. That might be better. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in her journal. I gotta get going on it because her due date is December 12th. And that's only a few weeks away. I'm gonna use that piece. And then, oh, you know what? I want to put it in the journal that way. And then, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll put that in there. So I really hadn't checked out my coffee dye. I dried them and put them in here. They still feel kind of, I need to maybe leave them out sometime. They still feel kind of damp. But there's some of the designs that I did. Those were just pieces of paper, and this was these were cheap cards from the Dollar Tree. Thank you. Custom screen printing. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can tell the ink ran when it got wet. But I just like, I'm going to go for it. Oh yeah, I put them down, and it's still, I think those will still look neat, like in a vintage journal, or even in this journal. I was like, what is on my finger? I put that. Used to do that at work. So that's those, the little ones. And then this is just the regular paper. If you remember, I used those stencils. I did that on a live. So these turned out pretty good. You know what? I could use that paper. Here it is. And I could do it like that. Cut the holes off. And put another one in there like that. That would work. That's what I'll do. I'll do a couple of those. Let's see. I'll do those. Let me paper clip those together. so I won't forget. That's the idea that I'm going to do with those. So I hope everybody has a blessed Thanksgiving. I won't be on Thursday. I tried to do my lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but of course I won't be on this Thursday because I will be at my sister's. It will be Thanksgiving, so whoops. Yeah, this coffee dye I really like because it's easier than tea dyeing papers, but it's not as dark as you can tell. Where'd my card go? These do smell good. The lady said put a what do you call those? Sachet from the Dollar Tree in with your coffee, because I'm not a coffee, and so I put one of these. Yeah, a fragrance sachet. So yeah, this is jasmine. It smells really good. My papers smell really good. So I'll just get this is my tea dye, and you can see it's more oh, thank you. I tea dyed this, and this is coffee dye. Now, I could leave that set on for a little bit longer, and it'll be more dark, but you can tell the coffee dye is more intense than the tea, or the tea dye is more intense, more of a brownish color, more of an antique, like you want your papers to look old in a journal. But I like the way the coffee dye turned out too. Now I can't get those back in there. So yeah, just that one I just kind of splattered. You can see the design in that one that I put there's some lines in that one. I just splattered that with the coffee, and it's just instant coffee. This was cheap. I just needed a little. This is what, a 3 ounce, and my daughter was helping me look for it, and we couldn't find it. I'm like, I want Great Value brand, but we couldn't find, and then we did find it. And this is neat. It's got 4 different stencil designs on it. And just keep going here. I'm just showing you the different designs and stencils that I used. I do like how these turned out. See, that's more intense, and I went boop like that. Hello, Melody. How are you today? How's the weather up there? It's chilly and cold today. It's 42 and cloudy. Yeah, it wasn't raining on the way over to the visitation, but it was so cold. And this girl got out of the car, and she had on a sleeveless dress and no coat. I'm like, what is wrong with people? It's cold out here. And this lady goes, here, put my coat on. She goes, no, I'll be fine. She goes, no, you put it on. It was cold out there. I mean, see, this is the same stencil, but that one's ran a little bit. But I still think it looks really neat. Oh, boy. I think my daughter said we're expecting snow. They're calling for snow here Sunday. So I'm like, woohoo! I guess I'm ready. I don't know. Not before Thanksgiving, but I remember one Thanksgiving we had a terrible, terrible blizzard here. And my dad had invited my uncle, and you know, it was a blizzard. And my dad said, oh, he won't be here. And sure enough, about noon, he came pulling up with his ranchero in the driveway. And my dad goes, what are you doing here? And he goes, you invited me for Thanksgiving dinner, didn't you? And my dad said, yeah, but I didn't think you would come. So this was some, it was in a tablet at Dollar Tree. It says Growing Grace, 2 Peter 3:18. And then this one, kind words are like honey, Proverbs 16:24. I really like the way those turned out. and they have lines, so those can be put in a journal. And this is regular copy paper. I put a little, oh, you guys, I wish I had smell-o-vision. These turned out really good. They smell really good. I put a sachet in there, and it's jasmine. I like the way, yeah, and I just splattered these, and I kind of had a, and this says, perhaps this is the moment for which you were created. Esther 4:14. And it says, stop doubting and believe. John 20:27. I really like that those have. Okay, and then when we're to the end. So I'll be doing some more of those coffee dyed papers. I really liked how they turned out, and it was much easier than the tea dye. The tea, I'm telling you guys, it's a process, and if you need to set aside a whole day, if you decide to coffee dye or tea dye papers. Now I'm sure there's an easier way, but that's how I learned, so that's what I go with. Get these back in here. So yes, I hope everybody has a blessed Thanksgiving, and I hope they're with their family. If they can't be with their family, I hope they can spend it with loved ones, friends that they cherish. I'll be spending Thanksgiving with my sister and her family and my mom, and all three of my girls will be there, so that's a blessing. Yeah, so let's see. I've already showed these papers, but they're just so pretty. I think I'm going to try to make one of those folios that I was talking about. I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some stuff on my Saturday Night Live. We kind of have some dead space in there. Me and Courtney run out of things to talk about, so maybe I'll do some of that Sunday or Saturday. Saturday at 5 p.m. is my lives. I usually go live every Saturday night, but I didn't go live last Saturday night because I wasn't feeling good. So yeah, Melody, oh, this is what I was going to do. They celebrate Thanksgiving early up there in Canada. Well, maybe we celebrate it late here in America. So this is my distressed ink I was showing you earlier on these tickets. And I want to put some on the edge. Oh yeah, this is pretty. I got about 2 more minutes. I know it was getting close. I don't have to pick up my daughter today, but I do have to do some things to get ready for work. One more day, and then I'm off for 4, I think. The guy came and did some floors last night, and he said, "Do you work Friday?" And I said, "No." And he said he's going to be here Friday. So I don't know. I might be hearing from my boss saying I have to work Friday. I hope I don't. That would be nice to have a 4-day weekend. I need it. It was just, I went into work last night and some things were missing, and just frustrating because I go in earlier than my helper, and a bottle of cleaner was missing, and I'm like, really? So I asked the gal that worked the weekend. Of course, I didn't. She's been known to leave stuff, but I wasn't blaming her. I was just asking her, and she explained, and I'm like, okay. And then I went out, and they took an old fish tank out of the front lobby. I work in a doctor's office, a big, huge medical doctor. There's several doctors in there, so I clean at night. I'm the supervisor. But anyway, they took the fish tank out, and lo and behold, I did the trash out in the lobby where they were taking the fish tank out, and there was one of our cleaning towels in the trash. And I'm like, oh, I know who took the bottle of cleaner and never returned it. I don't mind if they take it and use it, just return it. So anyway, I was just frustrated with that. And it never ending. It's always something. So I'm going to say bye. Thank you, everyone, for coming in here and giving me that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm shooting for that 950. I want to have that by Christmas. And then there's my timer. And then I'm shooting for that 1K. I'd like to have that by the new year, but we'll see. It's possible. I know it is. So everybody have a blessed day. Meet me back here Saturday night at 5 p.m. I go live every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Bye, Custom Screens. Thanks for coming in. God bless you too. We'll see everybody later. Bye. Blessings. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.